just like that, it's time for our weekly roundup of all the things Lady just ain't gonna do this week. Number 1, act like this runoff race in Georgia ain't important. So now that the Democrats have secured control of the United States Senate, I hear some of y'all be like, well, now Georgia doesn't really matter. And this is why we can't have nice things, because folk be sharing uninformed opinions as fact. So actually, yes, it does matter what happens in the Georgia runoff. I mean, just by pure mathematics, which is that, yes, there is actually a difference if you have 100 people in the Senate and it's a 51-49 split or a 50-50 split. So, you not tripping if the Senate needs to codify Roe versus Wade or protect same-sex marriage or move forward gun control or any of that? And anytime you want to get something done, you got to bring in the vice president as the tiebreaker? KK, thanks for letting me know. Also, when you want judges confirmed and Supreme Court nominees, it's actually great to have a Senate majority. And then, of course, ideally, a 51-vote majority keeps you from being hamstrung by Republican-like Democrats. Though, if we're being honest, a couple of those Democrats who were just elected be acting like their friends, Sinema and Manchin, but I digress. The point, don't let nobody tell you to leave some food on the table when you still hungry, child. Other things Lady just ain't gonna do this week is celebrate the insurrectionist in chief who is running to be your president again. I mean, what else is there to say about this except that Donald J. Trump announced that he gonna run for president again in 2024, and the party who supported him and bent over backwards to make him seem like he was the damn messiah, well, they're awfully quiet with this announcement. The only other thing I'll say here is don't count them out. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And doing a repeat of Donald J. Trump as president definitely means that we are doomed. But here is what we want more of this week. Number 1, and probably the only thing on the list this week, state Supreme Court overturned Georgia abortion ban. Well, the best news of this week was that the Georgia State Supreme Court overturned Georgia's 6-week abortion ban. And baby, we love to see it. Now, the gist of it is that they said it was adopted into law when this was outlawed by the U.S. Supreme Court, and therefore the law is null and void. Okay? Now, this really is wonderful news, and it's effective immediately. And don't you think for 1 minute that Governor Brian Kemp isn't going to try to bring some version of this shit back, even though the majority of people in Georgia don't want it. Now, I want to share with you that this 6-week ban bullshit is honestly really and truly awful. I know from personal experience. Just 3 days after they instituted this law in Georgia, I found out I was pregnant. It was bad enough that I was pregnant when the last thing in the world that I was ready for was a child I wasn't planning for. But then to have this fear that I wasn't going to have the option because somebody who doesn't believe in science thinks there's some kind of heartbeat at 6 weeks. Oh, by the way, there is not. Nothing resembling a heart begins to form before at least 12 weeks, and that's still early as fuck. So the fact that these people are running shit is terrifying. Now, the way I had to scramble to find a clinic in a state that is already clinic endangered, and with a quickness, even though those clinics are completely overwhelmed due to what these people did to Planned Parenthood, I mean, it was literally the fuck awful. All I could think about are all the people who cannot afford abortions. They're not cheap, y'all. And who cannot afford to cross state lines. And that shit ain't cheap either. Now that's on top of the people who chase your car into the parking lot holding up signs that say baby killer and all that bullshit. So not one of these clowns was finna help me pay to take care of a baby I didn't plan for. I mean, really, it's the self-righteousness with no responsibility for me. Anywho, for Lady, at least, this is the best news I've gotten all week, and please, sign me up for whatever fight there is to keep it this way and to expand abortion rights for all. Ladies' Love Notes will be back soon enough, my dears, I promise you. Stay tuned. I mean, I'm technically on vacation this week, can you tell? And on vacation, we don't want to talk about no trifling shit, okay? But we are back on and in full effect coming on very soon, I promise.